Dude, you were over here 12 hours a day, 2 days in a row, and then you finished up yesterday. I've never seen a company show up at 8 a.m. and leave at 8 p.m. in my entire life.
I can make it look the same if we got to rip it out.
But when you go outside and you start talking with them, it's just awkward, and you feel like you're just a bother, you're in the way.
Most companies just charge you a lot, probably $1,000.
I hired him to do a fence, and that was my fault. Hey, welcome back to Living in Middle Georgia. Of course, my name is Luke Smith, and I'm here with Austin today, owner and operator of Fencing and Patio Pros. And you guys know, I do not recommend or refer anybody that I don't personally use. And I'm actually sitting back here in my own backyard where Austin and his crew just got done building me the absolute most beautiful picture frame fence I've ever seen in my entire life. And I'm not just saying that because it's at my house, but it took me about 4 to 6 months of searching for the right fence person to do my own fence. Because at the end of the day, I go all around Houston County, Bibb County, Peach County, and I come across fences that look good when they get first put up, but Austin, his fences look as good as the day they were built years after the fact. And they actually won Best of the Best in Middle Georgia in 2023. And I'm honored to be able to sit next to him, and I'm so excited about this new fence that I got. But I wanted to shout out his business and do a quick little interview with him to kind of get to know you to this man over here. Because at the end of the day, when you search on Google, when you search on a bunch of different social media platforms and stuff like that, it's hard to be able to figure out who you should go with. So Austin, thanks for being over here, man. What had you get into fencing in the first place?
I started off building covered patios like you have right here. All the houses started coming with them. So I said, well, none of the houses come with a fence. I'll start building fences.
Yeah.
And it worked out pretty well so far.
Oh, yeah. And how long have you been building fences for?
Here, about 5 years.
Especially over here. And you kind of see that, like, for example, the house that I have over here, we did a picture frame fence. What are the different types of fences that you specialize in?
I do a picture frame fence, regular 6-foot privacy fence. We do a couple aluminum fences. Those are mostly around pools, black aluminum. We do chain link. There's hog wire back here behind us. Yeah. Picture frame hog wire style fence. Vinyl. We do white vinyl, but vinyl's expensive, so not too many people get it.
Because the thing that I was most impressed about with Austin when we're going through this fence is the fact that he's picking out discrepancies with stuff that I can't even see with my own eye. And I've worked with a lot of different companies in the past and stuff like that, and I feel that when there's a mistake that's made and it's obvious, they like take their glasses off and they start like fogging off like, oh, I didn't even notice that. Austin's finding stuff I can't even see over here when it comes out of the fence. And not only that, another great experience that I had with Austin was the fact that his crew members were phenomenal. You know, no offense to some companies out there, but when you go outside and you start talking with them, it's just awkward and you feel like you're just a bother, you're in the way. But I felt like we became best friends over the last, few days of you guys building the fence over here, and it's been an awesome experience. When it comes down to somebody that wants to buy a fence for maybe a few different reasons, maybe it's like these crazy dogs over here, or, just to have some privacy, what would you tell the person that's going to hire you what they need to know in order to make that decision? Like, how do you start the process when it comes down to? Do you start with an estimate? Do you come over? What do you do?
Yeah, we start, usually I call my wife, she'll answer the phone and set an estimate up for usually on Saturdays when I go out and do all the estimates. And we just ask them where they want the fence and why they want the fence and what their budget is on the fence, and figure out the right place for all the gates for backing in trucks. And if you're going to get a pool, make the gate big enough where they don't have to tear your fence down to come in and put a pool. Exactly, you need a 12-foot gate for that. Figure out all the details. If you want the pretty side facing inside or outside, everything like that.
Oh, yeah. When it comes down to it, how much would it cost for somebody to rip out a fence and then put it back? And is it ever going to even look the same after that?
I can make it look the same if we got to rip it out. Most companies just charge you a lot, probably $1,000, because you got to load up everything. If you're taking out a fence, you got to pull out every one of your tools. Auger, hole diggers, saws, you got to pull out everything. And so it's going to take a minimum, 2 hours. Then you got to drive over there. It's around $1,000 most of the time.
Oh, when it comes to expectations of building the fence, dude, you were over here 12 hours a day, 2 days in a row, and then you finished up yesterday. I've never seen a company show up at 8 a.m. and leave at 8 p.m. in my entire life. Like, I was asking this guy, how many hours does he work? And he's like, usually about 80 hours a week on a good week. And this isn't just work, okay? I'm trying to figure out, they haven't left the backyard since 8 a.m. It's 6 p.m. I don't even see you guys eat. Like, how do you survive when you start building fences?
I don't eat lunch anymore. I quit eating lunch about 3 months ago. It wouldn't be the same results if we had left and ate a big old Mexican lunch. 2 cheese dips, 3 quesadillas. Well, I stopped getting down on the lunch, so I worked 12 hours straight out here. I think Wednesday, I didn't leave the backyard. I never even walked to my truck.
So yeah, when you're looking to buy a fence, there's a few things that come, to my mind. Number one, if you want to buy something, you want to make sure it's the best. And especially when it comes to home ownership, of course, I'm a realtor. When it comes to your home's value and the fence that you have, I promise you, if you walk into somebody's backyard, it's an eyesore, boards are falling off, they're warped, they're broken, they're rotting, they're that dark gray, you're going to run into a bunch of issues. But the nice thing is with Austin, I know that that's not going to happen with my fence, and I know when I go to sell my home's actually going to increase in value because of the quality of work that happened. But number two, when it comes down to pricing, sorry for all the competition. I did price check probably everybody, and I want the best quality, but of course I wanted a good price, and Austin wasn't even close with the other quotes. And after I had my fence built, I would have paid more. And I know you're probably going to laugh right there. But that's the fact. This fence right here in my backyard, I walk out here and I'm proud of what's back here. Every single inch of this entire backyard is gorgeously crafted and put together. So if you're looking for the best, Austin's obviously it. And you're probably not going to give me an answer right here because it's too humble. But how does it feel being number one in the area? And how can we get more people to know about you?
How does it feel? It feels pretty good. I'm sure everybody says they're the best, but the only reason that we were voted the best is because me and my crew, we actually care. Everybody I got on the team, they actually care. We have a real warranty. If you call after paying us, we're not sketchy. We're going to come out within a week and get whatever you need fixed. If you have boards that warp, we'll come cut them out and put you a new one in. With these boards, Home Depot, they'll actually take these back, all the pickets out here.
And talking about pickets, I remember I almost ordered normal pickets. What are the difference between the normal pickets that I ordered and the premium ones that I actually upgraded to?
These pickets here are 3/4 thick, and they're pre-stained. They probably weigh, if I'm guessing, they're probably like 15 pounds a piece. Per picket. And the other ones are they're 1/2 inch, not pre-stained, 1/2 inch thick, and they're probably 7 or 8 pounds a piece. These are a lot more heavy duty. They're not going to rot out at the bottom like the regular pressure treated pine. Like, that's what you see most of the time. You should maybe see 5% of these fences with the pressure-treated, pre-stained 3/4 thick pickets.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's a very good upgrade. And I don't make any money off of it either.
Yep.
Yeah, just do it. It's less work for me. I guess it's a little heavier, but I don't have to take back. Like, on your fence here, there was 1,000 pickets, roughly. And we might have took back 30. If it was 1,000 of the other pickets, I would have tossed at least 200 of them.
Does that come from like poor quality of the picket, or they show up and they're broken, or?
They come cracked, moldy. A lot of them have black mold on them sometimes, and Then I won't even open the pallet. I'll just send them straight back. But it's a whole lot better quality.
In Austin, you blew me away. I hope every single person that watches this video gives you a call. What's the best way for them to get a hold of you? And also, when it comes down to it, if you're watching this video, go in the description below. I'm gonna book both his website and the phone number that you can call to actually get him out to your house for an estimate. But other than that, where are you located? Website, social media platform?
Social media, it's Fencing and Patio Pros on Facebook. And our website is accessible by Google, mostly. It's Fencing and Patio Pros too. You can contact us at 478-228-1525, and or you can text.
And last question for you: if somebody's stuck between the decision of hiring somebody else and hiring you, what would you say of the reason why they should choose you over the competition?
We get it done no matter what. Do the best job. Use the most concrete. We don't skimp on anything. Don't put up any bad boards. I don't mind about taking any wood back.
Oh yeah. And throw this in on the clip here really quick. Sunday, it torrential downpoured, and they're pulling holes over here, and they're just filling up straight with water because there's so much water. And what was that tool that you had called?
It's a Milwaukee transfer pump. Yeah, all the holes on this side of the fence were slap full of water, so we had to pump all the water out, dig it a little bit, and drop the post in there, hurry up and pour all the concrete in.
Because at the end of the day, when he came over to my house, we were scheduled for Monday, he showed up even though the weather was crap, okay? And he did what he said he was going to do when he said he was going to do it. And obviously we live in Georgia. It's red clay, right? Trashed the driveway, but guess what he did? He came back over, he power washed my driveway, and he didn't even say a word about it. He didn't even have to, because at the end of the day, I hired him to do a fence, and that was my fault for having a new construction house, and there's just red clay and mud. But he did what he said he was going to do when he said he was going to do it, and he went above and beyond. And something that I'm proud of saying about Austin is he focused on the last 3%. You can build a phenomenal product, but he went above and beyond, and there will not be a person that I ever talk to that wants to buy a fence moving forward that will not go to Austin, because I truly believe that he's the best. He's ranked #1, and it's proven on social media. And if you're looking for a fence, Austin's your guy.
Thank you, Luke.